or the nurse on duty, you have a folder that is by the side of the bed that the doctor who comes on some rounds would have to check and get to know what the prescription is, whether they are going right and all that. And then for whatever reason, there's some mistake in there as well. Is that an error, or that is a malpractice or a negligence?
So the mistake itself is not anything to do with malpractice, but the effect of the mistake. How did that mistake contribute to the injury of the patient? How did that mistake contribute to the death of the patient? And that's why I said that mistakes can happen, but if it doesn't lead to any form of injury or death, you cannot make any claim. So, for example, what if they realized later that they made a mistake and they came back to rectify it? Or probably they put in certain interventions to avert the unexpected event.
So if I understand you, there should be an injury or a death before we can say...
To make a claim in malpractice, it has to get to that level. Apart from that, for example, you go to the hospital and you say you've been misdiagnosed. Misdiagnosis in itself cannot pass for medical malpractice. But the question is, what is the alternative? What was the differential? What should a doctor have looked at that he failed to do, for which reason you have suffered whatever fate you find yourself in?
But again, 10 cases a day or more, that is big, isn't it?
So most of the cases too, you can't substantiate because the facts will not be readily available.
Because we didn't know what we, as patients, were supposed to look for.
Exactly the point.
And what we need to put together.
Exactly the point. And it's because of lack of understanding in these kind of things that happens at the hospital. Because if you go back, you realize that the Ghana Health Service itself has put out a patient charter that is supposed to guide patients when they access healthcare, and also put in some protocols with which healthcare professionals should, offer these services. A lot of people don't know about it, so when they go to the hospital, they are not able to, insist on their rights. But every right obviously comes with a responsibility.
Yeah.
So the patients also have a responsibility to ensure that they play their roles to maximize whatever they are looking for at the hospital.
I know that you chase a